Good afternoon. I'm Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins. County Executive George Latimer is out of the office today, and I am happy to bring you our weekly update. We're going to go through a few different things today. We're going to certainly have our Commissioner of Health, Dr. Shalita Amler, to talk to us a little bit about back-to-school vaccines. We're going to have Martha Lopez Hanratty to talk to us a little bit about Hispanic Advisory Board and a new survey that's coming out for our Latino community. And then we'll wrap up our guests today with Commissioner of Parks, Recreation, and Conservation, Kathy O'Connor, who will tell us all about some new initiatives that they have going on in our great county park system. So starting up first, we're going to have Dr. Shalita Amler come up, as well as our new Director of Clinical Services, Dr. Rena Agarwal, come up to talk to us a few minutes about back to school. I mean, we're right at the beginning of August, so we're talking about back to school and talking about some initial things that are happening. So with that, we'll turn over to Dr. Shalita Amler.
Thank you so much. So here we are, almost in August, but there's still a lot of summer yet. It always seems to fly by so quickly, and so we will be booking appointments now for our back-to-school vaccine clinics to assure children have the vaccines they need to attend school this fall. It's essential for children to be up to date on all of their vaccines, and it's also required by New York State. Many children fell behind during the pandemic, and so many families are just now continuing to play catch up and try to get their children all up to date on their vaccines. As a former pediatrician, I can tell you that having your children vaccinated against childhood diseases is one of the best ways that parents can keep their children healthy and ready to learn, because vaccines really do prevent disease. And as a physician, it is always better to prevent disease than have to treat disease. And we want them ready to be in school, stay in school, and learn. So our clinics are for families who qualify for the Vaccines for Children program. This program does ensure that every child in the county, regardless of their immigration status or the family's ability to pay, has access to free vaccines through the age of 18. Children qualify if their insurance doesn't cover the cost of vaccines, or they have no insurance, or they have insurance through Child Health Plus or Medicaid. For families with other insurance, it is the right time to call us or call your child's healthcare provider to schedule these shots. And I also want to remind parents, remind really all adults in Westchester who may need vaccines and don't have health care coverage for their vaccines, that they are eligible for free vaccines at our clinics in Yonkers and White Plains. Especially important for grandparents who might be watching a baby who need their Tdap to protect them against pertussis. So for appointments, you can call us at 914-995-5800, 914-995-5800. And now I want to introduce our clinic director, Dr. Rena Agarwal, and she's going to share some details about our clinic. Thank you. Rena.
Okay, let's grab it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, good afternoon. So we are excited to kick off our back-to-school vaccine clinics in school. This is new this year. Our nurses will bring vaccines to Yonkers students at the Yonkers Montessori Academy on Thursday, August 8th, where they will provide Tdap, meningococcal, and hepatitis B vaccines to Yonkers students who need them and qualify for the Vaccines for Children's program. Then on Friday, September 13th, we will give Yonkers students vaccines at the Enrico Fermi School. Both of these clinics are by appointment only. We are thrilled to make school immunizations more convenient for parents in Yonkers. Yonkers schools have done a lot to encourage families to get their children vaccinated, and summer is a great time to get kids caught up on their age-appropriate vaccines. We are also expanding our appointments for all Vaccines for Children eligible Westchester County students. We are offering vaccines appointments to county students from 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. on Mondays in the White Plains Clinic on Fridays in the Yonkers Clinic, and starting August 29th in the Yonkers Clinic on Thursdays as well. Appointments are booking up, so call us at 914-995-5800 today. Okay. Thank you.
Grab that thing back for me.
Oh, sorry.
It is definitely something that is a challenge that's here, specifically for our new back-to-school vaccine clinics, again, in Yonkers Montessori Academy and Enrique Fermi School. And that is going to be something that you should take a look at on the county website, health.westchestergov.com, to be able to first see the kind of vaccinations that we'll be able to offer for our young folks, what requirements there are for that to happen, as well as to schedule time for those appointments. It's something very important to do. And as Dr. Amler said, that it's the ounce of prevention worth the pound of cure. We want to do things early, and we certainly want to say welcome to Dr. Reena Agarwal, our Director of Clinical Services, in that role that she has to make sure that we are getting those vaccines out. I know I was scrolling through some things today, and I saw an old flu clinic thing, and I said, oh, well, at that time it's coming up as well. And for those that have to get COVID boosters, et cetera, we've seen a lot of things happening in that regard. Make sure you take an opportunity to look at our Department of Health website for all the various things that are happening for vaccinations, for things that we need to do and continue to do, those annual things that are coming up. Make sure you take that opportunity, especially for our young folks that are getting ready to go back to school or entering school for the first time. There's many things that are required, especially in the state of New York, and we want to thank our folks in the Department of Health for the continued support and work that they do to make sure that everyone is safe in Westchester County. At this time, we're going to flip and speak with our Minority and Owned Business Development and Immigration Affairs Director, Martha Lopez Hanratty. Come on in, Martha. The Hispanic Advisory Board has announced a new comprehensive survey that's going to target our Latino community. This initiative is going to be conducted in collaboration with Pace University, and it marks the first needs assessment of its kind here in Westchester County for over 2 decades. With that, we'll turn over to you, Martha.
Thank you so much.
Martha Lopez.
Thank you so much, Deputy County Executive, for giving us this opportunity. As you all know, the Latino community has grown tremendously, continues to grow, and with that in mind, many other services that sometimes the community does not know about are very much needed, such as the Department of Health, Parks and Recreation, and so on. So our voice, our future, the Hispanic Advisory Board, in collaboration with Pace University, have launched this county survey for the Latino community. The results of this survey are going to influence both policies and resources for this growing population. Who can participate? Westchester County residents of Hispanic or Latino descent. You must be 18 years or older to participate. So one of the things that we are doing, we can either mail it, we are reaching out to the not-for-profit sectors, to the Department of Health, to all of the county departments, to the different health agencies in the county so that everyone can participate. Everyone will be seeing these flyers all throughout the county. You can either go to scan the QR code or call us. For more information, please call information related to the survey. You can call Dr. Tikula at 212-346-1925. Again, 212-346-1925. Or Martha Lopez, myself, at 914-995-2900. The information will also be in our website, so please be counted, make sure that you participate, and so that this will give us an idea of what are the needs of the Latino community. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Martha.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So this is another important initiative. County Executive Latimer and our entire team has been working really hard to try to work with our Hispanic Advisory Board, and this is an effort that they have been working on together to make sure that we can gather this information. This survey is going to gather those insights from our Latino community in Westchester County. And the last assessment that we did was more than 20 years ago, highlighting the necessity for updated information to better understand and address the evolving needs and challenges faced by our Latino population. We want to thank Martha Lopez for her leadership in continuing to ensure that our immigrant communities are being handled and working together to make sure that the services that we deliver here in Westchester County address the needs from the community. So again, this is a great effort, and we want to thank our Hispanic Advisory Board members for all of their efforts in working through this together. We also want to talk about for a second that we have in Westchester County, we're so pleased and proud to have 32 Emmy nominations here in Westchester County that celebrate our locally filmed productions. Our Department of Tourism and Film, our Executive Director, Natasha Caputo, has done a fantastic job in Westchester County. We talk about this all the time, that in 2022, there was $2.2 billion worth of tourism and film in Westchester County, and these 32 Emmy nominations celebrate those productions that happened in Westchester County. So we had 32 nominations for film and television productions that were filmed in the past year. We're a true powerhouse in Westchester County that showcases the beauty of our region. The industry's economic impact is undeniable. And these Emmy nominations are a testament to the world-class productions that choose Westchester County as their backdrop, let alone all of the back office facilities that happen, the production facilities that are all around Westchester County, and certainly some of the great actors and actresses that we have here in Westchester County, including, I know that the number one film this week with Deadpool and Wolverine, with our Westchester residents, both Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively are in that particular film. Look out for them and be able to do that. Leading the pack this year in those Emmy nominations is the critically acclaimed Amazon Prime drama series Fallout, which filmed at the Verplank Quarry in Cortland with an impressive 16 nominations across acting, production, and writing categories. This returning miniseries Feud, Capote and the Swans, that's on the FX station, secured 10 nominations for casting, costumes, directing, and acting, among others. The production spent several days filming at the C.V. Rich Mansion here in White Plains. HBO's Gilded Age also shines with 6 nominations, including 1 for the Best Drama Series. The production filmed for The Gilded Age at several locations across the county, including Lyndhurst, Manhattanville College, and the Jacob Purdy House in White Plains. The 76th Annual Emmy Awards will be held on September 18th, and a complete list of those nominees is available at emmys.com. We're going to continue on with our free bee. We know that the bee line has been free and is going to be free until September 2nd, 2024. That means all the bee lines, including paratransit, will be fare free, providing residents and visitors with a convenient and cost-effective transportation option throughout the county. The regular fares will resume on September 3rd, 2024. This initiative is a continuing part of Westchester County's ongoing efforts to help support our local communities, ease transportation costs for families, and encourage the use of public transport. This summer season being another opportunity, bringing increased travel and numerous events throughout the county, the fare-free Bee Line aims to make getting around easy and more affordable for everyone. So you're going to get an opportunity to jump on the free Bee and to be able to walk around and go to any parts of the county, from the Sound Shore to the Hudson side, up to the north part of Westchester County, right down to the Bronx border. And if you take the express buses, those are fare free as well, right up until September 3rd. Again, the fare is going to come back on September 3rd. If you take advantage of the paratransit system, you have to be signed up for that. So again, make sure to look on our Department of Transportation and Department of Transportation website and be able to look at the options for paratransit. You have to be signed up for paratransit in order to take advantage of that. But otherwise, just jump on the Beeline bus. You'll be able to charge up your phone, and in the days that are a little bit warmer, take advantage of the free air conditioning as well as you're traveling around the county. So we continue to be excited about bringing the free rides back on the Beeline bus system this summer. It's the third season in a row. This initiative not only helps our residents save money, but again, it continues to promote the use of public transportation, reducing greenhouse gases from the vehicles that are going around, and lowering our carbon footprint. So we want everyone to take advantage of this opportunity and explore all that Westchester County has to offer. Again, go to the county website, westchestergov.com/Beeline, or contact the Beeline customer service line directly at 914-813-7777. And with that, we're going to talk for a few moments about our Westchester County award-winning, nationally recognized park system. And the Westchester County park facilities were recently named Best of Westchester. So we have our Commissioner of Parks, Recreation, and Conservation, Kathy O'Connor, who's going to come up and join us and talk about those facilities that are run and operated by the wonderful PRC for Westchester Magazine's 2024 Best of Westchester Award winners that were recently celebrated in another county park at Glen Allen Casino.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins. And as I've mentioned many times when I speak publicly, I've worked for the county for a long time, but this administration, specifically George Latimer, Ken Jenkins, and Joan McDonald, Director of Operations, could not be more supportive of what we do. And the Board of Legislators also have been wonderful to us. So I am thrilled to be the commissioner of a department that has such tremendous relationships with the administration, and it really shows. It really, our department has gotten bigger and better over the last 7 years. As Ken mentioned, people always ask me as the commissioner, what's my favorite park? I don't have a favorite, and I would never say that. Can you imagine what my staff would do? But I love all of them, and they're all different. We have 51 facilities, 18,000 acres, and they all have their own personality. Perfect example is the fact that the 3 parks that were awarded for 2024 Best of Westchester through the Westchester Magazine could not be more different, and yet they exemplify the diversity of our department, which is why I think it's nationally accredited, and hopefully to continue. The first one, Alfred B. Del Bello Muscoot Farm in Katona, was voted by the Reader's Choice as the best place to take your children. It's a 777-acre educational farm. It really is going back in time. You can see blacksmith, you can see putting new horseshoes on the horses. There's goats, there's chickens, there's pigs, and the staff up there really, really love what they do, and they're very comfortable interacting with the public. So people walk away knowing a lot more about farming than they did when they got there. The second one was the North County Trailway. We have North County Trail and the South County Trail. For this year, the North County Trail, which is 22.1 miles from Eastview in Valhalla up to the Putnam County border, is just beautifully done. Both areas, north and south, have just been recently redone through capital projects. And if you get on, and they're all paved, and for those of you that don't know, what the North and South County Trailway is it was the Putnam Railroad line that thank goodness we took over years and years ago, and it's now been repaved, redrained. It's fabulous. And when you go up North County Trailway, the vista, but then also all the tree and the shrubbery and whatever, you could be in another country. They're just beautiful. People love going on the trails. And that was awarded the best running trail for strollers. And then the third one, Croton Gorge Park. If you haven't been there, I strongly urge you to go. It's not real far. It's about 20 minutes from here. Croton Gorge Park is the park at the base of the Croton Dam. And if you go to the Croton Dam, it is a mini version of Niagara Falls. And especially in the spring when there's a lot of melting and when it rains a lot, whatever, it's just an absolutely beautiful vista. And for people that don't go to Niagara Falls, the crowds are tremendous at Croton Gorge because it's also a great place for picnicking. So I would strongly urge you to go there. There's a beautiful fountain that was just redone too. So these are just 3 of the 51 that were awarded this year for their uniqueness and what they do for the public. I just wanted to say in closing, the fact that our pools and beaches have been open since June 28th, and it's been almost 90 degrees every day since then, we are well over 5,000 more people, and those are real numbers because they do have to pay to get in, as opposed to last year. And last year was hot too. But right now we are literally about 5,200 more attendees, and we still have 5 weeks to go. Thank you very much.
All right, Commissioner, thank you. If you bring back my little cheat sheet. Thank you, Commissioner, because it has all the nationally accredited award-winning park activities that we're going to have to go through in one moment. But once again, congratulations to you and your team, First Deputy Commissioner Peter Tartaglia, Deputy Commissioner William Bland, and your entire team of the staff. Out of the 18,000 acres, over 50 different facilities, and these are just 3 of the favorites that Commissioner O'Connor has. They're all her favorites, as she pointed out, but they're your parks, and we continue to make sure to make those investments. County Executive Latimer, Joe McDonald, our entire team, making sure that we're making the investments with our partners on the County Board of Legislators to make sure that these parks are at the level that all of us expect for Westchester County. The 3 that were recognized in this year's Westchester Magazine's Best of Westchester were fantastic opportunities as well. And for those that went to Glen Island to participate in what is one of the signature events that we have in Westchester County for Best of Westchester award winners, thousands of people coming through, seeing the various booths, especially the Westchester Parks booth as well. I think there was a little spin thing where people could pick up various accoutrements that they can go to the various park system activities, and again with our partners with the Parks Foundation to make sure many different things are happening, and including it was our last weekend of Bicycle Sunday until back in September, starting at 8 o'clock in the morning till midday because of that heat that Commissioner O'Connor pointed out. And this year, Commissioner O'Connor took all the great credit for the weather, beautiful weather that we're having, even though it's hot. We did not have any of the wildfire impact that we had last year, and I'm sure that that's leading towards us having such a much better turnout this year. 5,000 more people in those parks and pools, and we did open the beaches a little bit early just because we had that heat wave that happened then. We're getting ready to have that happen again for us in the upcoming days. It is August, it's the dog days of August, and we certainly work through all of those things. Again, for the parks, for the beaches and pools, you have to be a Westchester County resident or have a Westchester County Park Pass. And as Commissioner pointed out, most times there's parking fees that are associated as well as entry fees. But that's to make sure that they continue to stay the outstanding locations and outstanding venues that they already are. And thank you all for your support. But again, it's your park system. Take advantage and utilize them. So speaking of parks, we'll take an advantage to go through this week in parks. We continue to have July 30th, Tuesday, July 30th. So Tuesday and Fridays, we're going to continue with the Mall Walk in the Westchester in White Plains. And again, that goes from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning. So you can go at your own pace or get motivated by joining an inspiring group of people that have grown this program into a very small community, active community, and especially on days like we'll have this week. We know that we're looking at a couple of days of rain this week. It's a good opportunity to make sure you still continue to get your walk on. Dr. Ambler tells us all the time to make sure that we continue to do our exercises on a regular basis to make sure that we can avoid some of the challenges that we might have if we don't exercise on a regular basis. That's Tuesdays and Fridays every week in the Westchester Mall Walk in White Plains. On Tuesday, so we have our Park and Read program, Rosie Finizio's great Park and Read program that we have at various parks throughout the county. We know on Tuesdays, that is at the Lenoir Preserve in the city of Yonkers. That's going to go right to the middle of August, so Tuesday, August 6th and August 13th as well. And for Park and Read, it's the same at every at every facility. Children ages 3 to 6 can discover the joy of reading in that specific facility. In this case, Lenoir, in this captivating Read Aloud program. You have to be there with with a parent or a guardian for the young people. And again, the time for that is from 11 to 11:45. And again, Tuesday the 30th and Tuesdays right to August 13th at Lenoir Preserve in Yonkers. Tuesday at Kensico Dam, you can definitely see the commissioner out there at the outdoor Zumba class at Kensico Dam Plaza, 6:30 to 7:30. That's every Tuesday, Tuesday the 30th, and then it skips down to August 13th. And then August 27th. So it's basically every other Tuesday. And again, it's 6:30 to 7:30. In our last briefing last week, we had some participants that were in the Zumba class. They were not part of the briefing, but they told us that they enjoyed that particular opportunity with Zumba. It's a great opportunity to exercise. It's led by instructors Steve and Ania Jones. So you get to sweat, move, and have fun while getting in a great workout. It's free admission and free parking, and again, it's at Kensico Dam Plaza. Again, right on our website at parks.westchestergov.com. Better yet, make sure you sign yourself up for that outstanding Parks newsletter. On Wednesday, July 31st, the last day of July, the year is just buzzing away and the summer's going right through so quickly. We turned around twice and we're ready to hit August 1st on Thursday. But on Wednesday, July 31st, the Park and Read program is going to be at Saxonwood Parks. Same time, 11 to 11:45. That's also going to happen Wednesday, August 7th and Wednesday, August 14th when the summer program will end. Again, that's at Saxon Woods at the grass area right next to the playground. And if there's inclement weather, as there may be this week on Wednesday, it's inside at the pavilion. So at Park and Read in Saxon Woods Park, always going to go on August 7th, August 14th, or this coming Wednesday, July 31st. On August 1st, as we flip the calendar, Park and Read is at Kensico Dam Plaza. And again, that's going to be from 11 to 11:45. At this time at Kensico Dam, it's going to be at the grass area that's right outside the office at Kensico Dam. Again, make sure that you have this opportunity with your children 3 to 6 years old. Parent and guardian must be present during that particular time. And you never know when a guest reader is going to show up and say, do that reading with the young folks. So you never know who's going to show up at Lasden, at Saxon Woods, or at Kensico Dam Plaza. Just saying, you never know. This Saturday coming up, there's going to be at the Mearstead Estate in Mount Kisco. You're going to be able from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. join for the Naturalist Choice Hike. So there's several trails in the Mearstead Estate. So you're going to join Westchester County Parks Naturalist for a stroll through the forest and meadows of the Mearstead Preserve. The participants will learn about nature while enjoying the beautiful scenery, and you meet at the Carriage House. So you meet at the renovated Carriage House. It's beautiful, the work that the team has put in for the Carriage House, as well as the investments that were adopted by the County Board of Legislators, advanced by our administration, County Executive Latimer, and our entire team for that Mearstead Estate, and our county legislators as well up there. That's 10 to 11 on Saturday. So it's right early in the morning, the Naturalist Choice Hike. And then on Sunday, August 4th, our Heritage Days return. And this one is from 12 to 6 at Kensico Dam Plaza. We know parking and admission is free for the 13 Heritage Day events that we have. This Sunday, August 4th, is the Heritage of India Festival. Again, 12 to 6 p.m. It is going to be a fantastic opportunity. We'll be able to see the differences in the communities and appreciate the similarities. Usually there's a bunch of food trucks there as well, so you can participate in the culinary expertise, as well as some dancing and singing and things that happen from our Indian community. Again, Heritage Indian Festival, that's August 4th. To wrap up this week, I wanted to make sure that we circle back around. County Executive Latimer in last week's presentation in our media briefing said to make sure if we heard of anyone else that were in the Olympics, to make sure to bring and shout them out. We did talk about Raj Benjamin from the city of Mount Vernon that is in track and field. Those events haven't really started yet, but we have Sam Coffey, who is from Sleepy Hollow, and he's involved in soccer, right? So the soccer has already started. Those are qualifying rounds in the soccer and in the various groups and brackets that are going on. So take a look for that. And then we had two medal winners that happened here. We did mention Kate Douglas because we did have the supervisor from Pelham with us last week who told us again about Kate Douglas from Pelham who was involved in swimming. And then we also have Claire Weinstein from the city of White Plains who's also swimming, and they are both medal award winners for everyone. And we talked about John Nona, and there was an article over this weekend in the Journal News that pointed out John Nona when he was County Attorney John Nona when he was participating in fencing in two series of Olympics, and he had his Medal of Honor that he was recognized with for his work as being a participant in the Olympics. So everyone's a winner by even participating in getting to the Olympics, but we also have individuals, Kate Douglas and Claire Weinstein, that have already been award winners. If there's anyone that we have missed that we haven't heard about yet, certainly let our communications team know. Communications@westchestergov.com from an email perspective, and we'll continue to try to shout them out and make sure that everyone understands that we are so proud of all of our Olympic folks that are participating in the games in Paris right now, and we wish them all the success in the world to be able to participate on that world stage. With that, this week's weekly briefing is complete. County Executive Latimer, myself, will be back next week on Monday to bring you any information. As always, if something comes up that we have to come out to you and let you know some information that's happening right now, we'll absolutely do that. I'm Ken Jenkins, Deputy County Executive. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful week.